Good morning, Rutgers. I'm WeatherWatcher Michael Pastor here for your Tuesday, March 10th forecast on Mario Day. So, as we move into the right now temperature, we see that we are at 67 with sunny skies. The feels like is also at 67 with humidity around 50%. The wind is going to be coming out of the south-southwest at 3 miles an hour. So as we look into the headlines for today, we will be seeing some summer-like temps this afternoon. So hopefully you have your shorts, you're going to go outside and enjoy the weather. Today is definitely the day to go do that because as we get into later this week, we will be seeing a return to seasonable temperatures. So we will be getting some temperatures in the 50s and 40s, more mild spring-like temperatures. And as we go into the weekend, we will be seeing spring showers as well. Again, we will be seeing a lot of precip into this next week and the weeks following. So let's look at the almanac just with how warm we will be today, with today's high being at 78 degrees and the low at 48. The average for March 10th is normally around 50 degrees with the low at 30. So normally it's much, much colder, right? We're still coming out of the winter, but today we are seeing that anomaly. But the record is going to be at 82 degrees Fahrenheit, right? So a little bit warmer than it will be today. But the one thing I do want to point out is that record came in 2016. And this winter, we did have a very similar winter to the winter of 2016. So it's cool to see some other things lining up as well. So as we look at the current temps starting in South Jersey, we see that all the South Jersey temps are hovering around 50 degrees with South Jersey really getting a little bit higher at 58 in Bridgeton. But then as we move up, we're kind of seeing sporadic temperatures throughout the 50s. And now moving to North Central Jersey, up at near High Point in Lafayette, we see temperatures in the 50s. But then throughout Piedmont and North Central Jersey, we are seeing temperatures in the 60s. And obviously, as we go throughout the day, all those temperatures will continue to increase. So looking at the departure for normal for today, we do see that we are in a warm anomaly for the entirety of the East Coast. There is currently a large ridge over the entirety of the East Coast, bringing warm temperatures from the Gulf all the way up to New York and New England, and we are feeling that here in New Jersey, while the West Coast is getting a little bit of an opposite effect, as we kind of see throughout the rest of the winter as well. And then as we move into Wednesday and Thursday, obviously the departure will be changing. Tomorrow we'll be seeing warm temperatures, but then into Thursday and the weekend, we will be returning again to those spring normal temperatures. And then going into the weekend, we will be seeing, again, another ridge passing through, followed by a trough after that. All right, now looking at the high temp forecast, starting with today. Again, we do see a possibility of that high temp reaching the 80s. So again, remember that almanac, the high of 82. We will be threatening it. There's a possibility of threatening it today. So just keep your eye out on that. But all across the mid-Atlantic, we see temperatures throughout the 80s. So definitely going to be summer like today and enjoy it while it lasts. But as we shift into Wednesday, those temperatures stay, and then they finally depart on Thursday, where we'll be seeing colder temperatures as well as some precipitation. Now looking at the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, as I said, that departure from the warm temperatures we have today will be coming. We will be seeing more normal-like and even colder temps returning into next week. So make sure that you're ready for that. On New Brunswick, we can really see that we're going to be really close to normal. South of us will be normal, but we're going to be just below going into that next week. All right, now starting with our 7-day forecast. Obviously, today we do have that high of 78 and the low of 48. Moving into Wednesday, that high is going to be 76. So staying around today with the low of 57. But then Thursday, we will be seeing that precipitation coming through with the high lowering down to 60. And then moving into the rest of the week, we see that Friday into the weekend will be very seasonable temps, mild temps in the 50s with the lows hovering around the high 30s, low 40s. So exactly what we expect to see around mid-March as we really start to transition into spring weather. So thank you for watching. Please make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm WeatherWatcher Michael Pastor, and have a good day.